Hey, McMeany, ProfitCopilot.com, and today you will discover 2 traffic sources that can put your website in front of millions of people. Now, the first traffic source is called Twingly.com, and listen, both of these work in very similar ways. So they work like this. So you submit your website once, just one time, and then they send you traffic on autopilot. They work pretty well. So the first one is called Twingly.com, and how this works is it feeds out to lots and lots, hundreds of thousands of other sources on the internet. So let me show you something really interesting about this, because if we go down to status, let me show you how much content they are pulling from and then distributing around the internet. So it really makes sense to get your website featured here as well. So if we go down to system metrics, look at this, the blog data insert volume. So every minute, almost 900 posts are being indexed by this platform. So it makes logical sense to get you featured here too. Okay, because if we go have a look at the real-time data of what it's distributing across the internet, if we scroll down to Twingly Globe, check this out. So here we can see what's happening all around the world. If I click show posts, it's going to pull in all the content that it's distributing around the internet, and you can see that it is a global network. So we have English, we have Chinese, Mandarin, we have Japanese, we have Turkish. We've got lots of different countries and languages being distributed, content from all these different countries and languages being distributed all around the world. And check this out, if we zoom in here, there you can see that's me. So if we zoom right in there, that's my location at the moment. Okay, so how do we get featured on here? So how do we tap into all this traffic? Well, if we go to Twingly.com, if we go to try for free, we don't have to sign up for anything. We don't have to pay for anything with this website. So on this sign up page, are you a blogger? No need to sign up, just submit your blog. So we click that, and then we click through to ping.twingly.com. It's going to take us to a very simple form, and we just put in the website URL. So I might put in profitcopilot.com, and then make sure that we're not a robot, and make sure the capture's done right, and then click ping, and it says thanks for the ping, your work is over, our systems will process your blog within a few minutes. And it's that simple, it's that straightforward. Okay, before we move on to the next one, let me tell you about a free traffic course that I've got for you. I'll show you how I got over 30,000 website visitors every day for free when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic. Click the link in the description if you want to get that. Okay, let's move on to the next one. It's called SmartNews.com, and check out the traffic volume. It's got almost 800,000 visits every month. It's pretty massive. So how do we get featured on Smart News? Well, let me show you a couple of different ways, because as we can see, it's a massive website with lots of different sections. So we have entertainment, lifestyle, politics, sport, world, business, tech. So let's go to business. So if you're publishing on a frequent basis, there is a chance that you can get your content featured here, even though it's not mainstream. They are pulling from smaller publishers, and they're actively seeking smaller publishers as well. So if we scroll down, we've got a couple of different options. We have company, city, directory. Now this is very interesting. If we click on that, we can choose a whole bunch of different cities here and then get news from those specific areas. So you should, if you create content based in these areas and it's relevant to your local area, perhaps say Baltimore, then you should be able to get your content featured on here as well. And listen, if we click on this, click on any of these links, it's just pushing out to other websites. So they're not featuring anything themselves. They're not hosting any content themselves. It's all linking out to other people's websites. So there we go. So you can see that if you have a high quality website and it's going to be relevant to a local area, that's one way to use this platform. Let me show you another way, because if we go down to this partnerships section, if we click on publishers, they're going to invite you to join their network. And when we submit the website once, then it will automatically pull from the feed. Now there's an algorithm at play here. So you want to make sure that you only submit websites of amazingly high value. Okay, so it's going to have original content. It's probably going to have to be very timely as well, but they are looking for publishers. So if we scroll down, it's going to tell you exactly how the algorithm works. So it's all about driving user engagement. So that's why you really want to publish the best stuff here. So take the time to read this, and then if you're interested in learning more, click Tell Us About Your Publication. It's going to take you to an application form here. So let's say I want to publish or submit Profit Copilot. Now I'm not really sure the content on Profit Copilot is going to be relevant to this traffic source, but I'm going to leave it up to you to decide if your website is right for this platform. I almost filled it in wrong. Okay. Now to access your RSS feed, it's really easy. So if you're running a WordPress website, you just put /feed, and that's going to get to your RSS feed. How many articles do you publish a week? Well, on average, I might publish 1 or 2, and then what I recommend you do is fill in all of these if you can, if you have a LinkedIn page. I'm just doing this for demo purposes. When it comes to how did you hear about Smart News? Well, I'm just going to go with other, or perhaps even word of mouth. Doesn't really matter, I don't think. And then click submit. And now they're going to review the application. And if your website is right for this publication, then it's going to get featured. And every time you update, it's going to appear somewhere on their website. Now, the important thing with digital marketing is you have to be consistent, because when you are consistent, you can achieve amazing results. I mean, look at Matt. He has made over $2 million with my traffic methods. And if you want to know the secret and you are serious about growing a popular and profitable internet business, then of course you need more traffic, because traffic equals money. So I will give you the traffic methods that I never share on YouTube or anywhere else. And you can get them all for free when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic. Click the link in the description or the little thumbnail that's about to pop up. And also, if you found this useful, give it a thumbs up below. Subscribe to the channel too. Hit that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any traffic updates from me. And I will hopefully see you again in a couple of days' time. Take care.